sure you can hear the sound of the game in the background. The reason for this stream is I wasn't intending to stream today, but I had to say that I had something happen while I was playing Holocure. I wasn't to just get more money and unlock stuff so I could try beating actual levels or new levels on tomorrow's stream, or whenever I was going to stream it again. But basically, I had a weird happening. I got a rare, a special item, which that's not that uncommon to get one. Then I got a second one, and I was like, well, that's neat. And then I got a third, and I was like, okay, people aren't going to believe that unless I show it. And the weird thing, this thing is, it was right after another. I opened the box, I got it, and then I got a second one, and then I got a third. And on top of that, a lot of them are items normally I would be very, very hard pressed to get. But instead, it came during a run I'm doing where I'm trying not to use the special or use any of the character specific abilities to get certain items. And also, I forgot if I mentioned this. The reason why you can hear the game audio is because I have to sort of close the game and then start up again for it to start working with the headphones. I don't know why, it just seems to happen with games. Also, just sort of annoying. Alright, there we go. Sorry. Alright, well, I'll get back to playing so you can see. As you can see here, I have, like, the Super Chat special, I have the Stolen Piggy Bank special, and then I have the Hope Soda special. And I got them one after another. I have no idea why. It's just sort of strange. I ruined the entire run. I did not mean to get that special. I'm going to now have to do that again. I'll do this all over again. That's so annoying. Oh well. Yeah, I 100% got it. This is really annoying. I got so far and I just forgot that. Alright. To actually win. Have to hope that I can not accidentally activate the special, because if I activate the special, then this runs entirely. It's basically screwed. I guess at this point it doesn't matter, so I'll just get all of Ina's special skills. I've already destroyed some of them, so. It's also so annoying because I have a great setup for getting items, but I'm just not getting much in the way. Oh, I am actually getting a lot of coins. I wish I got all the stuff here, like as a, or rather the rare items for, you know, my runs when I was trying to earn money, but no, it has to happen now when I'm doing weird stuff. Trying to get CEO's tier so I can get the whammy water. Also, I'm not sure if there were two bosses. I don't remember if there were two bosses on top of each other. But when I got the several items in the row, it looked like I got the item and then there was another one directly underneath it. I don't know if that's a glitch or if that would be, I don't know, something else. There's also another thing you can get for getting 10 haste. I'll see how much of it I can do. And the Takodachis aren't moving. They should be moving closer to me. I'm wondering if it's bugged. I'm a lucky person, but I'm not lucky, like, I don't know, just sort of feeling like Psycho Axe, I guess. The harder things to do is to not activate the special. Because it's a good special for getting out of situations I don't want to be in. Oh god, they're both level 1. None of them were interesting. I did try hard mode of level 1 once, but I failed, and I also realized I should do that on stream. I'm not going to stream ultra long today, or for this stream. Once I get this level, I'm going to turn off the game and start up again, so that I can, so the game audio will properly go through the headphones. Didn't know that. I did not know about that item. I'm trying to not use the stickers either. exactly a good stream, though at the same time, I felt sort of like going, wow, look at this. Oop, 1 second. This way it's not as loud. Don't know how loud it is. There. Oh, the Takadachis are moving again, which is good. Sorry, small Ame, I have to take you down. Well, that basically gave me the same exact stuff. That's weird. Part of the notification was in my. What came from in my headset rather. The bouncy ball. All right. 1 second. Sorry about that. All right. It's working. Let's see. Now, I'll buy upgrades. Okay, so I guess I'll do growth. By the way, for the what was it? For the achievements, the one I was trying to get was let's see. Let's see, where is it? I'm sorry, I was just reading stuff. I haven't. Or have know certain things. That's sort of weird that you use Xion enough and that looks like it's Laplace's. Or is that Laplace or is that Xion? I'm not knowledgeable about a lot of JP. Oh yeah, I was in generic. The items I was looking for is right here. The clear a stage mode without having any character skills with the fandom off. Also, now I have all the characters. And I obtained... I used 10 pulls on Gen 2 EN to get Mume. And it's funny, because I went from having no Mume to getting 4 copies of Mume. I was hoping to get more copies of Iris, but I only got, like, 1. Though I got that one with a uniform, too. Xion, I used the redeeming, the tiers. I was already at 6, I think, and then I had basically used 1. I used Gacha 1 time on it, didn't get it, and then used the tiers to get her. Okayu, I already had 7 tiers, so I just used that to get her. Actually, oh, that's sort of that's interesting. I don't know, not Amelia Watson. It was, I used, let's see, for today, it's fascinating. I managed to get this, sort of happy about it, but I got, rank 2. And for Iris for stage 1. Only for today, of course, not like that. If it's like all time, then it's like clearly I am very far down. But you know, it's sort of like, it did make me feel sort of happy to have some very, very small accomplishment. Though at the same time, this game is not as, currently, it's been a while after the last update, so there's not many people playing it. But, you know, still, knowing that you did something, nah. I guess I'll look at the achievements, character specific. Hako spells, or potato. I can do X potato. try and see if I can get... What do the shades do, actually? Well, Coroni gets me a actual weapon. I'm going to try to not use her special abilities. Wait a second. I just realized I forgot to check general. I don't know how to pet Bubba. Hardcore mode, fail enhancement. 5 times in 1 run. I did fail, do the adjust RNG. I failed a +1 to enhancement. Complete the armory. Press the end. Move down on TV. I did watch the TV. I'm surprised I did go to what's my fish stage without having any characters good. Okay. Complete all other achievements, then go outside. Did it touch some grass? Alright. You know what? No. I'm not going to do another thing like that since I'm streaming for once. Since I'm streaming now, I'm going to actually try seriously and do something to progress. In my eye. I hope I can get nightly milk. No. let's go. Alright, let's see. I guess I'll... Meh. I do hope Sana's doing well. But, for a second there, was like, wait a second, did I say her name wrong? I was like, yeah, no. Hope she's doing all right. If you don't know about Hololive, she left. Sorry, not Fauna. Sana left because she was having some back issues. Yes. What will this silver Yago drop? Crit up. Hatom. Super chat time. Alright, whatever. Okay, and the knockback is in. Oh, I almost forgot that special. I better go down so I don't accidentally prevent the boss enemy from being back, or like I don't kill him out of bounds. I mean, I'm not trying to gain money, but since I already have Super Shadow Dying, might as well. Alright. Ah, the healer. should try to get a special. Yes. No halu. Subagelian. Let's see. Look at all those balls. No, I got stuck, this stupid table. Oh well. I guess I'll turn back on fandoms. Sauna felt kind of slow, so do that. I wanted to gain money, then marketing is the correct thing. I guess I'll try with Roboco. For those who don't know, her character is basically just all about leveling up. That. You get glasses or the research. Is it research or is it lab coat? More EXP. Sorry, glasses. Uh, Alright, I already have it, so I'll just use... Pickup range is more important. I seriously need health. Was there a second container, or is there just a thing where I'm getting two? Not exactly what I wanted. Having some amount of recovery is a good idea. No, just 1 second. Just 3 is the max one. Oh no. My ear. Oh my god, that little cat thing's adorable. see. Again? I don't know. But I've gotten three boxes this time. This is weird. I mean, I'm not going to argue I really needed it, but it's just sort of weird. I'm thinking this is glitched. I mean, it is sort of like a what are the odds, but seriously, what are the odds? I don't know. At this point, with how things are happening, am I either bugged or someone's going to accuse me of cheating? Ugh. What is my pickup rate? And even 400. I don't need any more for that, so. I need you to come on, Golden Anvil. Come on, where are you? Now if I can get the golden mallet or whatever it is. nose itches. So I don't know what Ione's fans are called. I'm having some serious trouble seeing where the heck I'm going. Is this... What? I'm not doing anything specific. I don't know what's going on. Is there something I should do? I guess after this stream, I'll look to see if I can send something to Caillou, because this is clearly not luck. This is clearly just bugging. I'll probably have to do everything over again. I don't like... I mean, I like to boast if it's something that is like, oh, well, this is a percentage chance, but no, this is not. No. At least it's not another triple. I think the potential to stun or stop enemies is better than, you know. I'm not sure. If I had people watching, I would probably ask what I should do. Because one, I don't... Is this an actual glitch? Because there's so much going on, I can't tell if I was literally standing on top if I killed multiple bosses who just happened to be in the same spot, or am I lucky? Is it an actual glitch? I don't know. Oh. Oh my god, that thing's adorable. But, I don't know, it could also be, for the multiple level ups, it could be because I have so much pull, I went into an area where there's a lot of experience. And since I'm Roboco and I have a bunch of stuff that literally increases EXP, maybe I just leveled multiple times. And that was from acquiring every, I don't know. I'm gonna just turn off all of this for now. Idle concert, alright. Oh, I screwed up. I should have saved that for the boss. The Hachima spider. should have used the... Alright, let's see. So, EN's curse. Fires a cursed energy in front on a hit. There is a chance to spread another curse towards another target, or another nearby target. New stage unlocked. New stage unlocked. Buy upgrades. Pickup range. I should check for updates after this. Alright, so... I wonder who I should use this time. I guess I'll use Ollie. Time mode. I forgot if there were any restrictions as to, or what the recommendations for this level were, or if I meet them. I probably do, but passive sincerity, yeah. It was nice seeing Ollie react to when she found out, used her character. Oh, well. That did not go well. Oh well. Alright. Well, first I'll see if there's... I think that'd be a good idea to purchase right now. Oh, hey, sorry. I did not know. Oh, hi. Hello? Holocure is good. Yeah, sorry. I didn't see your reaction. I'm so used to not having anyone react or say anything. Like, nice to see you. It's going good. I am wondering, though, if my game is bugged. Because, well, I'm a lucky person, but the amount of stuff I've gotten recently is sort of silly. Like, I got three boxes in a single run, and then in the run before that I got 3 rares, and some of them happened right or immediately after another. So I'm not sure if it's, you know, due to actual RNG or... Oh, well, as you can see, I am quite excellent at this game. Man, whenever I move my chair, it's... Just... Nah, 1 second. I look really weird like this. My problem is I fidget. Well, that didn't go well. I'm going to retry that. I don't know. I need to be able to... If I'm going to be doing this, I need to be able to answer people when they come and not... My you know, basically I'm making an excuse. And damn it. Also, by the way, nobody's around, but alright, that's good enough for me to want to actually keep it on. But I tried to change it so I could see this chat on my on the side, but it would not, or at least this. Originally I got my setup through a website. The website has changed things, or rather I don't know I don't know, it's weird. It's not easy, so it's not just letting me go, oh, modify this to, you know, add the chat. God, barely anybody actually talks to me on this, and I feel so bad for not. I just feel like a piece of crap. I just feel really bad. Eldritch Horrors, a very interesting collab. I know of it. By the power of Hachima and Ian. Now that I think about it, I actually don't know if Iris is... I think she's average? Not that I really care about the size of that, but in this game it makes a difference. I need to awaken the... I really am. I do wish I could. Oh, hey. Yeah, I'm not really very skilled at this. The only reason I got this far is basically because I spent a lot of time. Iris is a good way to make money in this, so I basically just grinded with Iris, and I didn't do gacha until I basically got almost... Well, I upgraded a lot of stuff. Like, attack speed is at the maximum. I can have the maximum amount of money. Or rather, it's, I paid points until I maxed out the amount of money I can get. Which, you know, in a way is sort of, for some people, not fun. Because, you know, rolling the gachas, getting the characters that you want might be how some people like to play, but I'm a weirdo, if you can't tell. So, are you a fan of Hololive, or Are you somebody who just was recommended this game and then sort of fell into the hole, as they say? Ah, yeah. Do you have an Oshi or a favorite, or rather? I'm sort of undecided. I'm a fan, but I don't have time to watch the streams, unfortunately. Especially now that I've tried streaming and having a job. I also like Gura. I don't know, it's just sort of weird when people go like, "Oh my god, you like her? She's a little girl." I'm saying I'm a fan of her. I'm not saying like, you know. People are weird. But yeah. So, is there anyone you hope gets into the next update, or sorry, I'm going to try to be a good streamer and interact with what you're saying, but unfortunately for me, as I mentioned, I suck at video games, and this is a hard mode. So. I guess I should get the research report. I've also completely neglected the Hollow House. Ah, my neck. Sometimes for, I guess this, if you said, since you said you were having trouble with certain levels, it's, I mean, I know about this game because I watched the, you know, the Hololive members play this. So, for me, I've already seen stuff figured out and learned it. Some people like playing games completely blind, and others like looking up the optimal way. Stolen piggy bank. No. Ah. Yeah. Oh no. That's same here, though. I'd still like, even though I'm fine with whoever they bring in, it's sort of a question of, well, since, you know, there's the whole hollow break also, are characters that appear in Hollow Break going to be characters who won't appear right away in the in Holocure? Because, you know, in Hollow Break, they, well, I mean, the generation they appear in Hollow Break are the ones that aren't in here. So, are they going to put some into Hollow X Break first and then put them in? Oh god, gosh. I'm making so much sense and being so concise. Oh, Hollow X Break. Did you, do you not know about it? The guy who made, the team that made this game have also made another game. Which is one of the reasons why the updates on this might start slowing down. He's not giving up on this. It's called Hollow X Break, but it's when you say its name, you're supposed to say Hollow Break. It's sort of a multiplayer game. It's I think you should look into it. It's not the same style of this. It's Have you heard of a game called Castle Crashers? If you're younger than me, then you're going to probably say no to that as well. At which point I'll feel really old, and you know. Well, yeah, I figured. It's a very old game, back from when I was actually young and in school. But basically, Hollow X Break is a game which you can play by yourself or as in a multiplayer. So if you have friends, you can play it online. But basically, you control a character on the screen, and it's a beat 'em up, basically. It's I should have just said it's a beat 'em up. That's the. I should also point out now you know what a beat 'em up is because they're not as common these days. It's rather they're I haven't played it, but it's also free if I remember correctly. HoloLive has created a branch designed to. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, it's sort of like a beat 'em up. I don't know if it's. I don't know a ton about the genre, but it mostly follows the steps where go along a sort of a corridor and do various things. It's a game I haven't seen anyone not like it. Beat 'em ups aren't exactly my type of thing, so I mean I'll play it eventually, but it has a lot of stuff in it as well, like this does. Except it has emotes, which are done by famous artists. So, oh yeah, no, this game, the Hollow X Break is, I recommend you check it out. I'm pretty sure you'd like it. Even if you don't like the gameplay, you'll love all the emotes and art and all the assets they have. They got a bunch of like famous fan artists for Hololive to send art. So you'll see art from Too Many God, I only know the name of one of the artists, which is Too Many Snacks, which does the funny animations. Like the Corone Ikam Bukam. Oh yeah. It's yeah. But yeah, Hololive's made a branch to manage fan games and allow those fans to get assets. So it's funny. Caillou, who's the creator of this game and Hollow X Break, managed to get voiced lines by all the Hololive members he needed for the game. Now, Kayla, all of the lines that she submitted sound like a different person. They're all super cutesy and high pitched. And literally everyone who knows her, who's played along, is just like, who is that? Then of course Kylo, when was playing it herself, she got ultra pissed because she also started, getting a bunch of failures on upgrades. But yeah, definitely I recommend it. Sorry if I'm talking too much. I hope I'm not being obnoxious. No. That's nice. Oop. I have a condition called Asperger's syndrome, where I don't realize when, I'm being obnoxious or whether I have no idea whether I'm saying something would be offensive to somebody until after I've thought about it, which makes things, you know, difficult to talk to people in person because I can't really read social cues. I mean, don't get me wrong, if someone's screaming at me or punches me in the face and tells me to go F myself, then I can tell I've probably offended them. But for the subtle things, I'm really not good. Need to... But, yeah. So, you know, for chat or things like that, it makes it a lot more difficult. Though, you know, it can always be difficult to read people's reactions when it's only text. Like, telling whether somebody's actually annoyed at you or whether it's just, like, sarcasm. But for me, I'll say something, think it's fine, and then, you know, later on realize, oh my god, I basically was a monster. I can't believe it. But, you know, I've made a lot of mistakes. So people don't... And also I try my best to appear normal. I am a special needs individual, but people don't always... Wait. No, he wasn't paying attention. This is another one of those things which I mentioned. I don't know if this is a glitch or am I just gathering enough experience to getting 2 levels at the same time. Ugh. I don't know. It's happened enough times so I'm wondering if this is a glitch and I might need to post it. If I do well, I'd like it to be able to say it's of my own, you know, skill or improvement, not because the game was buggy and gave you all the too much resources. That sort of, you know, doesn't make me feel like I won legitimately. If I win, I want it to be fair. I don't like winning when... Yeah. There was a recent Hololive announcement where they did, you know, the new wave is coming, Holo Justice. They had, in one of the screens that was nearby Yago as he was talking, Sana was on screen, which, you know, it's really great that they are still showing that she was there. I mean, it's a shame she left, but I can sort of understand that, you know, she had an injury. But it's so cool, like how unlike in some other companies, they're like, what? They left us, they're gone, they never existed. But, you know, still, I wish her the best. And, I do sort of wish I could afford to get merch. Or some merch, but I don't. I am poor. Or rather, well, not poor, but you know. I have a place, I pay for my good internet so I can stream. And I have to pay rent and other stuff. And after that, there's not a lot of money left to buy a lot of material possessions. Oh my. So I forgot, have you gotten to, hard mode? I think this is going to be the time where I'm probably going to die soon. but yeah. Fabula has come back, and she is not limited to left and right. She can aim in whatever direction she pleases. Well, one thing that's always good to do is learn from other people's mistakes or other stuff. So if you see stuff like here, like the mid-boss for hard mode on level 1 is the first 2 bosses of the regular hard mode. I mean, not regular hard mode, the regular game. I need to pay attention to what I have so I don't accidentally lock myself. So it's Fabula and Small Ame. Let's see. Except Fabula can aim the beam in any direction. Okay. I actually beat them. Oh my god. Also, Halu is the water thing. If you have enough strength and other stuff, Halu is good. Because you can... More enemies means more experience and more money you can earn. However, if you don't have enough resources, it can completely screw you over. I don't know, actually. Some people don't realize this, and then for some people it's completely obvious. Now, I know the double anvil thing is fine, because I have Kyla's item, which allows me to use each anvil twice. Yeah. Oh, man. I'm sorry about that. I don't remember. I've had a similar situation. Oh, for me it was like, not with Hololive, it was Pikami. When Pikami graduated, that was because I was like, I'm taking a break from this stuff so I can focus. Oh no, it's fine, I figured. I misspell and missay things all the time. No, there's no problem. That's fine. Alright. Well, yeah, I found out, like, afterwards, it's just, like, Pikami got bullied by a bunch of people online because they were like, hey! You know what the dumb thing about that, about the whole Hogwarts thing with Pikami was? She, asked, the whole debacle with her was, she asked, made a poll saying, should I play the Hogwarts game, or should I not? People said no. She was like, okay, and she didn't do it. And then people started bullying her because she even suggested it. And then furthermore, there were other people who were... Do you know Pippa? Or Pipkin Pippa? She played the game and told people to, you know, as she does, to F off. She likes Harry Potter. And people were like, oh, hey, you know that pink bunny girl? That's clearly the same as that yellow-haired one. And started bullying her because they couldn't tell the difference between the two. So they were like, oh, hey. I don't know, I do not like that. It's so stupid, oh my god. So they bullied her because a different VTuber was told them to F off and that they liked Harry Potter. Even though Pikami was like, okay, I won't play it, and then this, as somebody who is basically a tourist, I can admit that tourists are part of the problem, or can be a part of the problem. I really do like Hololive, but I don't, as I said, I don't have the time to watch every single stream and do all that other stuff. So, you know, if you haven't heard the term for being a tourist, I don't fully understand all the stuff, but I do. Oh no! Oh gosh! Get me out! Get me out! Get me out! Get me! Revive! Okay. Yeah. Yes, absolutely. I am... Oh, well, I probably shouldn't go into that. I was going to talk about, like, how... It's the same thing with the people who are supposedly... What do I do? Gosh, sorry, like, the whole screen turned red. I didn't know. But basically, like... Sweet people who are like Sweet Baby, if you know about them, they're really annoying because, well, if you don't know about Sweet Baby, they just constantly act like they are the moral arbiter of social justice and all that other stuff, when really, if you look at a lot of their comments, they're saying so many racist and well, basically anti-anything. Like saying, oh my god, calling me a white woman is the same thing as saying the N-word. And, you know, that's... I seriously wish what I had just said was made up, but no, you can look it up. That is an actual line that some of them have said in seriousness. They believe that, you know, it's just so dumb because they're also blackmailing companies to work with them. So there's a new game that's sort of a Souls-like. It's following the Journey to the West, or rather, okay, I realize most Westerners might know about that. You know the story about Goku, how he has the tail and he does stuff? That was originally based off of a Chinese/Buddhist story about a character named Sun Wukong, though it's been heavily modified and animified. And then when it went to Dragon Ball Z, it almost changed completely. Either way, in a game about a monkey that came out of a rock, Sweet Baby went up to their company and was like, give us $7 million so we can tell you what to put in your game to make it so that it's able to represent everyone, or, you know, I forgot the term. But anyways, so they were like, no, we don't need that. And immediately after they declined Sweet Baby, IGN and a bunch of other games journalists started saying, oh, this company here, they're racist, or they're really bad, they're really problematic. And then, you know, if you look, they give no explanation. It's... I don't know, I shouldn't talk about this because some of it sounds like, you know, almost conspiracy level stuff, but it's... The stupid thing is it's true. Oh my god. Like, Sweet Baby Inc. is a company that's supposed to be a consultant to help with cultural sensitivity and ensuring diversity in video games. Now, there's a number of games which they've had involvement in, which, you know, you can see that they're not great. And then, oh god, there's the whole thing about the Sweet Baby detected tag that people, or like filter people use in Steam. you know about the Sweet Baby detected thing, the whole debacle, right? Basically, on Steam, somebody said, I don't like these games that Sweet Baby works on, so I'm going to make a filter that will show you what games are on the Sweet Baby, have had Sweet Baby work on them. And basically, when this happened, Sweet Baby employees started harassing the person and saying that you are slandering us and making us look bad. And it's like, no, you're not. The guy made literally a thing you can put into your search for games on Steam, saying exclude or include games that Sweet Baby worked on. Now, if Sweet Baby actually was proud of everything that they did, or actually knew they did a good job, then wouldn't a filter saying these are the games that we worked on, wouldn't that be a good thing? But of course not. They fought about it. They made a big deal. They tried to sue the person, and they tried to dox the guy who did it, saying that he's an evil woke white man, even though he's from South America. They're so dumb. And then there's the main reason why, like, Suicide Squad sucks is because of Sweet Baby. Well, I mean, according to them, which, before they got into trouble when people found out how crap Suicide Squad was, they said a bunch of things, like in tweets, like how they're the one, like, making the entire story, or, giving most of the ideas to the development team. And then as soon as it turned out that people hated the story for Suicide Squad, they were like, we didn't really work on it. We're just a consultant. And it's just like, it's crazy, these people, because they are Sweet Baby Inc. is government funded and corporate funded. They are the UN, as well as numerous other governments. Canada is the one that's the most openly supporting them. Oh, yeah, that's really cool. It's really cool that she did it, and I'm so proud of her. No, by the way, if I'm making you uncomfortable with this topic, just tell me. I don't want to be one of those people who yammers off and just bores the tar out of people or makes you feel uncomfortable. So I guess for me, the thing that makes me the most angry about Sweet Baby is how they basically are poisoning the well and making it so that people... Okay, I could spend 4 hours talking about those dumb things about Sweet Baby. I'll try to save you from them and just mention the simple ones. One, they are unintentionally bringing back forms of racism, or things that were considered racist that we stopped. Sweet Baby's form of inclusion is the lazy and sort of dumb way, which they basically go, we need to have this character to fill out our diversity checklist. So we'll insert this character here, and all they'll basically do is, hello, I am trans. Which, doesn't really add anything. You're literally just adding a character to fulfill a checklist. And while I guess a lot of people these days don't talk about that, in the past that's something that was considered racist because you're not giving this character a proper background or things that make it them deserve. You're just literally putting them in there for the sake of putting them in there, which is referred to as tokenism. That's why the original black kid character in South Park was named Token, because he was the token black kid. Of course, you know, the creators felt really bad about it now, and they changed his name to Tolkien, which, you know, that's a witty, that's a pretty smart thing, but tokenism is not good. It doesn't properly represent people, and it's just a boring character. And I also can't stand how every time they make a female character in a game, they act like there has never been a strong, independent female character in any genre. And I'm like, Sarah Connor from the Terminator series, Ellen Ripley from the Alien franchise, Princess Leia in Star Wars. Fun fact about Princess Leia. When she was so strong and independent for the time when the original Star Wars trilogy came out, that it made a bunch of men uncomfortable. So the reason why in the third film of the original trilogy, Return of the Jedi, why she was literally set aside and put into the metal bikini is because too many men complained to George Lucas that they didn't like a strong, independent woman. And that is the third Star Wars. The Return of the Jedi is a kind of a mess. And it's also funny. They wanted to have in the, you know, for Return of the Jedi, they wanted there to be an army of Wookiees instead of, you know, the little teddy bears that they have. But the thing is, especially since back then, they didn't really have CGI, or at least when they originally made the films. They had to go with what they had, because, you know, for each Wookiee that they had put in the film was 7 foot tall, and there are only so many 7 feet tall actors that they could get a hold of. So instead they decided, also because, well, George Lucas decided to make the third film to be a children's movie. They decided to make them these little teddy bears, and they were all little people. Which, you know, that's... I'm not saying that's bad or anything, it's just... well, I don't know. Kind of got sidetracked. I go on tangents a lot. I apologize for that. But yeah, it's also sort of fascinating, just a number of stuff. Also, I guess going back to what I was originally talking about, I should definitely be improving the actual things I need. But one of the main reasons why I'm also angry at Sweet Baby is their terrible representation of trans people. Don't get me wrong, I'm not really in the trans community, but I've had trans friends, and I've known people who are trans, and simply put, I'm not going to be one of those people who's you know going to give you a long lecture. Just most people who are really trans will just, you know, if you misgender them, they'll correct you and just go, excuse me, I'm actually, you know, I identify as this, and then they'll just, you know, be polite about it. But a lot of these getting into that subject can be a landmine. Oh, sorry. Just, I don't, I hope I don't sound ignorant. I get angry when people basically act like an asshole, say that they're defending trans people when they're basically just making trans people look like monsters or weirdos or entitled people. Most of people just want to go on about their life being what they are, or just being comfortable with who they want to be. I'm sure I don't need to tell you that. I'm sorry about that. But also it just sort of annoys me too, because one of the Sweet Baby people also said, like, oh, you know, we're the only people who can represent trans people. And then in their tweets, and as I said, not even private, public tweets you can look into, they're like, remember, you can't trust women who turn into men are traitors. And you can't trust men who transition into women because they were originally men. And it's like, okay, if you're saying that, then how exactly are you supposed to be the person who represents their rights if you're stating confidently that, you know, how can you be a defender of trans people if you say that? If you can comfortably say something like that? I mean, they've also said stuff like, I think all Jewish children should be aborted. And it's like, you do know that not all Jewish people are white. Well, yes, because in a lot of media, there's a lot of European, like Jews of European descent. Yeah, well, you have to understand that you see, because, no, you just, according to their, sorry, thinking 10 different things at once. But from their line of thought, they'd go, honey, you don't understand that you're being oppressed. You can just, I'm going to defend you because you can't understand that you need me. And it's just, like, no. Just, they're doing a terrible job. I have several friends who didn't personally know trans people who are like, oh my god, they're all evil, because in addition, you know, there's a bunch of people online who will basically say, you know, oh, I'm trans, I identify as this, and yes, the helicopter meme has been, you know, taken way too far, but the whole part where someone's like, what I identify changes depending on the seasons. It's like, okay, that's going a bit too far. Now, I guess I'm lucky that when I was a young adult I met a bunch of trans people and non-binary people before it became the current sort of mess that it is now. And by okay, didn't mean mess as in... Okay. When I was also younger, I read an article about how they did a study on brainwave activity on men versus women, and also men who identify as women and women who identify as men. This is like from over 10 years ago. I can't remember the exact name of the study, but basically, in the study, they found out that men who identified as women, their brainwaves functioned in a way that was more closely similar to... Sorry, wait. I'm focusing on the game and trying to have a discussion. I'm sorry. In that study, men who identified as women, their brainwaves functioned more similar to a woman's, or a biological woman's brainwaves than, you know, to the men, even though they biologically were one. The same was true for women's brainwaves, who for women who identify as men. It was sort of a fascinating topic. And then on top of all this, there's such a thing as being biologically transgender. Though that is obscenely rare. And that's more due to genetic defect. And from the pictures I've seen, it is also not a very... It is not a well, I mean... Okay, I feel like an asshole for about to say that's not very pleasant. But it's not... It's basically like you get the less attractive traits of both genders. Though you're not like you have both. Okay, this is a weird discussion to have. I'm not going to go into that. In either way, it's from over 10 years ago. Oh my god, yeah, it was from over 10. Jesus, I'm old. Well, I probably weirded you out a bunch. I'm sorry about that. I have a tendency to run my mouth, as I'm sure you can tell. Either way, I'm probably going to have to leave in a bit and have dinner with my parents. I'm sorry for being weird about, well, basically everything. No. I have a lot of insecurities related to certain things. It's funny, because I either go from not caring at all to suddenly going like, oh my god, what is it? I care intensely about this. Oh, I'm such a weirdo. I also hope I haven't sounded like, you know, the people who go like, oh my god, you identify as that? I mean, oh, totally, that. My best friends are like that. Or just, you know, just... I hope I don't make it sound weird. Well, you already said that. I'm going to just... Unless you say I'm being a jerk, I'm going to assume that I'm not saying anything weird, or weirder than the normal content I do. I just wish, rather than trying to flood the market with, you know, as many trans or quote-unquote trans characters or strong female characters in media, that they take their time and write good ones. Like in the past, if there was a female main character, I'd be like, oh, cool, or okay. And nowadays, it's more just like, there's a strong, independent female okay, she's probably going to be overly qualified. And then there's probably going to be some man who tells her that she can't do something because she's a woman. And it's just sort of like, it's oftentimes the same story. And the main reason why, rather than writing their own story, or making a... Now, when it comes to these people making characters like this, and it's an intellectual property that is their own making, then whatever, that's fine. Because it's your idea, you can make a character that you want, if it's your own story. But when it's from his story with a history, where, you know, characters don't act a certain way, or, you know, they're just, we're going to change. The second Star Wars movie in the Disney Star Wars trilogy made me mad for a number of reasons. But, like, one of them was, like, the commander woman. Like, female commanders can be completely fine. Like, I'm not saying, like, oh, a woman was in charge, how could she? Like, no, just the fact that the character, like, you know, hey, our maverick character who, if he doesn't see an alternative, will take things into his own hands, asks the commander in a respectful manner what our plans are. And what does he get in response? She's like, men. Dude, you don't know what to do. I don't know, she's just... answers obnoxiously, acts like she does not have a plan, and just tells him to just sit there and not do anything. Meanwhile, to him, it's like, oh my god, there's nothing, like, our people are gonna die, we have no strategy, we need to do something. And then, you know, so the Maverick character, who, as I said, has a history of taking things into his own hands when there's, you know, no alternative, ends up just trying to overthrow everyone. Oh. Okay, that's cool. And we'll change from my complaining and whining to that, because that's a far more interesting and more productive thing. So, do you have anyone working with you, or is this something that you're going to try doing on your own? Because I'm actually, my degree is in video game design. No, it's only like a 2-year degree. My story is like a bad sitcom. But either way, I'm not going to talk about it. I won't bore you with that subject. How complicated would you want to make it be in terms of controls, and how diverse of a cast do you want? I know, you know, for most true fans, they'd be like, I want to put everyone in. I'm also sorry if my voice is too loud. But balance, number of things. Well, yeah. Figuring out what you can manage on your own and what you can... Some people like to make a game by themselves, and you know, when it works, it can be great. Undertale is a great example. While it wasn't 100%, you know, Toby Fox making Undertale, he did a lot of the work. He did have Temi Chang assist, but at the same time, it took a long time to make Undertale, or any game when you're working on your own. Especially if, you know, well, depending on your age, which, you know, if you're a college-age student, or if you just got out of it, like going between classes and... Oh, sorry. Oh, I have off tomorrow. Sorry, I'm just going to message my boss. I'm glad I don't have work tomorrow. I get to sleep in. I don't need to wake up at 1 a.m. or, well, not 1 a.m. at 3 a.m. But, I'm sorry, I'll try to, I'm going to have to leave soon, so I guess I might as well talk about my knowledge about what I know about game. Well, I mean, I've never worked on... My experience in games is... I learned about stuff, so... Hold on a second. Game making... First of all, have you made games before? Or worked on any projects? Because I don't want to be one of those people who's like, you know... make it kill your dream or things like that, because learning when not to give up is important, but at the same time knowing when you need to give up on something is also important. In 1 second, it's there. Well, you should try and there are some simple like programs you could start trying to work with. Also, hmm? Yeah, well, a few things I would recommend as somebody who studied to enter the industry. One, you don't need to try and rush it. Or before you start working on that project, what you might want to do is first try to work with other people or get your hands wet with, you know, other things. Like try to learn a program or try to figure out what kind of. Oh. No. Oh, yeah, you're following? Or wait, are you following? Oh. Wait, did you follow me? Because I'm having. Due to the obnoxious setup I have, I can't tell when. Oh, wait, sorry. Ah. Thank you. Thanks for following me. I'm just going to follow you back. Yeah. Sorry. My setup doesn't give me really any notifications. I can only tell after looking elsewhere. But first, before you fully commit to trying to decide, like, I'm going to do game design, I recommend figuring out a program that you might want to use, or figure out what style you want to make your game follow. Do you want it to be like, Street Fighter-esque or original Street Fighter, like 2D art going back and forth, like, what most people think of a fighting game? Or do you want it to be 3D? 3D, at least currently, might be a bit difficult, especially if you're going to be doing all of the, like, all the characters from all the different, or all the, well, everyone from the different agencies you want to do. But, okay, I'm going a bit too far. Before you start working on that, you should start working on potential projects, or start trying out different engines. There's a lot of software and games or various things you can find that will help you figure out whether this is easy. Like, coding is very hard. My degree was not what I would have done if I had progressed into game design. Rather than doing, programming aspect, I'd be the design aspect. I would be the person who would basically make levels and make sure textures are properly aligned. I loved doing that, but due to a number of things, my plans didn't quite go through. And at the time, I would have tried to apply to Bethesda, but after trying to get back, things are no longer quite as nice at Bethesda, and I no longer want to work there. But either way, find, if you can, some like-minded people who you can either do some work with, or, at the very least gain some experience on. Now, it's always dumb to, work for free or to work for experience, because people can take advantage of you. But if you're doing an indie project, just getting started and figuring out stuff because, plenty of people have dreams of doing great things, but they don't often have the drive or the technical skill to do it. Like, I don't have the ability to be an actor, or really, when it comes to me or talking to people face to face, I'm not really good at that. Or I've come up with coping mechanisms, but as a whole, talking to people face to face stresses me out. Even though I can sort of, manage it to a degree. I have a few stories, but either way, I'm getting, wow. Every time I talk, I end up making it about myself. Gosh, I'm so full of myself. Sorry about that. Figure out sort of if you can do anything or work on anything, like doing a fan project and gaining some experience working on games or working on anything can help you gain skills. Like Team 4-Star, which I don't know if you know about them, but back when I was in college and they got started, they did an abridged series for Dragon Ball Z. Now, they were originally just a group of friends saying silly things in like really dumb internet parodies online. But if you look at them now, a lot of them are, actual professional voice actors. So while some people may say that, oh, that little thing there, that's not going to amount to anything. It's just like, literally, these guys are, saying silly things in an internet video, and now they're professional, well-respected voice actors. The point is, taking time, gaining experience, you can learn from anything. Oh yeah, it is. But just a lot of people these days don't understand that it takes a lot of time and a lot of effort to do something. And oftentimes it revolves around failing a lot. So and also more importantly, as I said, I think you said you haven't really tried making games. So, as I said, for me, I loved organizing and assigning textures and making maps for games and stuff. But for other people, as you can imagine, properly aligning a texture and adding numerical values, removing numerical values, and doing stuff like that can be ultra tedious. And coding is very frustrating because adding or changing a single line of code can completely ruin a bunch of other lines of code. And you'll have to go over almost every single line to make sure that it's typed in correctly so just, I'm sorry if I'm also sounding pretentious. Just take your time. Make sure you're, pacing yourself. Yeah. Well, I wish you luck with that. Just be sure to properly balance it, and do be careful. While HoloLive is pretty comfortable with people using their talents, likenesses, some agencies are not as kind about that stuff. And be aware that it's if it uses their likeness, it's unlikely to you're unlikely to make any money off of it. And if you did, you might get sued. I'm I don't know. I'm sorry. I do believe in properly, being like, yes, follow your dreams, but at the same time, a certain amount of realism is also important. I'm not saying you can't do. I fully believe in you and your ability to make this game. I'm just trying to. Okay, I'm going to give a very good example of this. A family friend, or rather the friend of a family friend, tried to decide that their dream was to open a bakery. So they saved up a ton of money, bought a bakery in a very sought after location, made sure that they filled it with the best equipment that you could get. And, then they failed because they forgot to get any, recipes. Yeah. Well, that's good, just because. And I'm sorry if it feels like I'm talking down to you. There's so many people I've met where they have unreasonable or unrealistic expectations. Where they're like, I'm going to make a popular fan game and I'm going to make lots of money of it in addition to supporting it, which it's just like, no. Understanding that you're not going to be able to make money off of it is good. And once again, I'm very sorry if I am sounding like I'm talking down to you. I'm just, as somebody who wanted to make game design their career path, I want to try to both encourage and also properly warn you of things. Like, I guess I have to ask, are you going to be taking classes in game design, or is this something you're going to be doing in your free time? There's a delay. Sorry. I always appear to be arrogant whenever I'm not asking, or whenever I think I'm fine. That's usually when I say things that it turns out that I'm being a jerk. But just maybe before you work on that project, I guess I'm going to have to leave like real soon. So I'm sorry I have to end this early, but all right. Well, I don't know if I'd recommend. Well, if it's on your free time, then one, make sure that you take time to both balance your de-stressing time. I'm assuming you have a job to like, or well, have some form of. I'm not. I shouldn't be talking about that. Make sure you don't burn yourself out. I try to save up money for a good PC and a number of things, and then I burned myself out, and in addition, ended up getting nerve damage in my arm, which I had surgery for, but yeah. Just don't try to balance out the work if you can. It's important that you sometimes, while trying to make a dream come true, you make it lose its magic. If I mean, I hope that makes sense. Just sort of like just classes can be good, but the problem is with video game, or really any kind of class or academic class, is the teacher. If you have a good teacher, then that will make the class worth its weight in gold. But if you have a bad teacher, then you're just wasting your money. And one thing I guess I could recommend is, if you have friends who do know a bit about game design or have other talents or adjacent talents, maybe you could ask them for help, or I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm having the combination of I woke up at 3 a.m. today, my brain is shutting down, and then at the same time I'm feeling like I'm repeating the same thing in a tired way, and I'm going like, and then this, and then that. And, I think I probably gave you no helpful advice. But still, thank you for being polite and at least listening to me. Just, I really have to go now. I'm sorry. I wish you luck, and hopefully I'll see you next time. And if you want, I can talk about stuff, or if you wanted to mention things and have me listen, then sure. Any excuse for me to not talk about myself, that's... God, I need to learn to stop talking about myself so much. Okay, that alarm means I have to go. All right, well, thank you very much. I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow. I may actually try taking my day off, enjoying my day off. So, I'll see you later. Bye.